Hello everybody, welcome to another round of Modern. On the left today we have Will Lozanak playing Luris, Boros Burn, and then on the right we have Jacob Ginsbarg playing not Food Combo, that'll update eventually, to a deck name that was incorrect, and then after game 1 we have fixed it, but it is Boros Feather, which is a updated version of the Feather the Redeemed deck that was played at a standard. And in Pioneer, because I think it's still kind of a thing in Pioneer, it's a really cool self-targeting deck using cards like that, like Favored Hoplite. Favored Hoplite says when it is targeted by a spell effect, you can put a 1/1 counter on it, and then you prevent all damage dealt to it this turn. Will's just going to fetch out, play Goblin Guard, and attack in for 2. Reveals a Lightning Bolt. Jacob does not get to add a Lightning Bolt to his hand, but there will be a Lightning Bolt drawn for turn. Will is a... Will plays Burn pretty often, I would say. I would say he's one of our more consistent Burn players. Alright. Jacob's just going to take the 2, go to 18. Yeah, the Feather deck is really cool. There's a lot of like really sweet interactions because of Feather the Redeemed that you can have. Alright, we're going to play... So I don't know the name of that card. I can't make out what it is. But so what's going to happen is he's going to target the Hoplite. Hoplite's going to gain 1. I think it's the one that gave +1 in Vigilance. Yeah. So he's going to attack in for 3. I think it keeps the 1/1 counter from the spell. It just doesn't... Obviously doesn't retain the Vigilance. That'd be a little absurd. Now he has a 3/3 now that he gets block with. The deck is cool. Alright, was gonna tap a red. I see another Goblin Guide come out. Attacking for 4 here. Using those F&M promo Goblin Guides, I'm going to reveal a land. Going to reveal a second land. Ooh, draw 2. So good. If I sniffle at all or any weird like noises, I think I have a cold. I'm not like an adult enough to where I know if I have a cold or not. But alright, so we're going to block one of the Goblin Guides. We'll move the Sacred Foundry. What are we going to do with that Sacred Foundry? Okay, he's going to attempt to cast a removal spell on the Hoplite. Jacob's going to bolt his Hoplite in response, which will then trigger the Hoplite to put a 1/1 counter on it and then prevent all damage, which is super cool. It was like, I was watching that interaction happen, and I was like, oh, that's sick. Alright, we're going to fetch out with the Arid Mesa. Probably just grabbing a basic here. I don't think he needs more of any source right now. Yep. Or more dual sources, I should say. Alright, and here comes Feather the Redeemed. So, Feather effectively says, when you target one of your own creatures with a spell, instead of putting that spell into your graveyard, you can exile it and then add the card to your hand at the end of your turn. Which is cool, because it has a nifty interaction with Rest in Peace, where you can choose whether or not... like, Rest in Peace is the example. I think it works with the other stuff, too. Like, Dothy Voidwalker or Leyline of the Void, but you can choose what you're exiling it to, so you can choose to exile it to Feather. Now, that could be wrong. It's based off of an old ruling from back when Feather was in Standard. Or, not Standard, but when Feather was played more actively. So Will plays an Eidolon of the Great Revel, which shot up in price, if you haven't noticed it recently. I don't know if it's come back down for a bit, come back down a bit, but for a little bit there, it was like a $20 card. Alright, so we're going to flashback the spell, and instead of exile into the flashback, he's going to choose to add it back with the Feather effect. So he's going to give a 1/1 counter in Vigilance to the Feather. He's going to attack in for 4, put Will to 6. Adds back the card at the end of the turn. And it's cool, he just gets to repeatedly use that card. Sunbed Canopy. Or Sunbed Vista. I think it's Vista. I keep calling it Canopy because it's a canopy land. Alright, Will's going to scoop up game 1. And Jacob's going to or Will's going to scoop and Jacob's going to get game 1. Sliding into game 2, we have Will on the play. You're going to see a Inspiring Vantage with a Swift Spear, attacking in for 1 damage. Taylor Swift Spear's getting that damage in. Alright, Inspiring Vantage. Dragon Thread Channeler. Will's hand looks pretty solid. Alright, we have a Canopy land. Attacking in for 1 again. And he's going to Boros Charm, target Jake, and then get the Paralysis trigger on the Swift Spear. So if everything goes through, it'll be 6 damage in total. You know Black Friday's coming up when you get 1 million email notifications in addition to the 1 million you already get. Which reminds me, if you're watching this, Alternate Universes will be hosting a Black Friday sale on Friday, Saturday, and I believe Sunday as well. Alright, I'm going to fetch with the Arid Mesa. So make sure to stop into your local Alternate Universes and pick up some product. I can't reiterate all of the sales to you because there's a lot, but I know there's some pretty good ones, especially for Magic product too. I was looking at the Magic stuff myself and I was like, ooh, maybe I'll be grabbing some stuff. Alright, there's a Dreadhorde Arcanist. In the beautiful retro frame too from Time Spiral Remastered. I need to pick me up some of those. Right, I see a Lightning Bolt in Will's hand. No idea what else he's got going for him. He's rocking those magenta sleeves though, and I'm about it. Alright, Bolt the Dreadhorde, Prowess trigger. Attack it in for 2. Gonna put Jacob to 10, and we're gonna see an Eidolon of the Great Rebel come out. This is one of the spots where Eidolon is just absurdly good. When you're ahead in life, and it doesn't really matter that you're taking damage from your own spells, because every time. I mean, Jacob just went from 10 to 6 this turn because he shocked in a land and then played a 3-drop, took 2 damage from the Eidolon. Alright, it's going to path the Feather, take 2 damage because of the Eidolon. Gonna pay 1 life for the Monastery Swift Spear, going to 14. And taking 2 damage because of the Eidolon. Attacking in for 3. Yep. And Jacob's gonna scoop up. Will's gonna take game 2, and we're gonna go right into game 3. Quick games. I don't think if anyone's like, Boros Mirror went the time. I don't know if I'd ever believe that. Right. Vista Darcy Bauble. Is it Sunbed Canyon? I think it's Canyon. I think over the course of like 5 videos, I've just referred to this card as so many different things. Yeah, it's Sunbed Canyon. I know what the card does, I just don't know card names. If it's not green or blue, I don't know the name. Alright, Inspiring Vantage. I wonder how much surveilling Jacob does in this deck. I also wonder if he plays Ragavan. Alright, surveil. Alright, Bauble. Can't see what that card is. Attacks in for 1. Got Will going to 19. Are we going to see the end step bolt your face? Ooh, I think we're going to see the end step bolt your face. Yep. End step bolt your face. Going from 19 to 16. I love whenever lightning bolt is just used for like for the face damage. Not like to kill your opponent. It's like when you're like, ah, whatever, I'll bolt you. Like, there's been many times, like, in Legacy Hero, like, ah, expressive iteration, here's a lightning bolt, whatever, I'll shoot you with bolt. Here's an Eidolon, the Great Rebel. But it's always just entertaining when you see it. There's been too many times where I've, like, had Darcy on the board and kept, like, a risky one-lander, and I'm like, alright, upkeep, bolt, use Surveil Trigger, see if I find a land or a draw spell. Alright, bolt the Eidolon to get a Surveil Trigger. Bolt takes 2 damage himself for casting the bolt. Actually, I think it was 3 damage because he used a Canyon. It's not advised. I don't think Jacob's been able to find any of the pieces to the combo yet. Here's another Canyon. There's a Hoplite. Okay. We're getting there. Attacks in for 1. We're still off of Delirium here. I think we'll just pick up a fetch land. Not sure. It kind of looks like an Old Border Bloodstain Wire, which I don't know he had, if it is. Or I am seeing things. I am notoriously blind, so. Alright, Inspiring Vantage, 2 mana. This is the one I think that does 3 damage to target creature and then 3 damage to the opponent. Searing Blaze? As I said in the last burn video, I don't play burn. Yeah, it is Searing Blaze. Go me. I'm learning. I need to play burn, I guess. I have very few interactions of playing with or against burn. I think I've played it maybe once in my life, and I've played it 2 or 3 times as Titan and Dredge. And both of those decks don't really pay attention to what the burn player's doing. I mean, Dredge just has Lightning Helixes in the deck for free. I'm going to attack in for 1 with the Hoplite, and then Titan's just kind of, have you killed me before Titan comes down? No? Okay, cool. Or sometimes yes, but. Alright, 2 mana, play another Eidolon. I think that's the one you deal 3 damage to target creature, and then 2 damage to target creature you control. So since you target the Hoplite, obviously it doesn't kill the Hoplite. It goes to 4 to do that though, because it's a Eidolon. Attacks him for 2. Puts Will to 15. Jacob's dead to a lot of things in Will's deck. We're going to see him sack the Canyon to draw a card. And I think he picked up the Boros. Yep, there's a Boros Drum for lethal right there. Alright, folks, that's game 3 with Luris Boros Burn picking up 2-1 against Boros Feather. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.